Arsenal shocking John Stones transfer. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where you're watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani. Hit the smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David is my name and hope you guys are really having pure fun. We are powered by Think Landscaping. Think Landscaping are dealers in designing, planning and transforming your outdoor spaces. And I tell you what, this is the company that will see your outdoor space be turned into an elite or top-notch premise in there for you. So please call them on those numbers and you won't regret, because they are experts at what I'm telling you about. So go ahead and obviously check out their wide range of services that they're doing, and if you feel like one is needed, don't hesitate, don't think twice, call them on those numbers. Let's roll down in here for you. Now we've gotten a breaking story from a man known as Tom Buckley. Tom Buckley is a writer, a football writer for The Sun. He has told us the following, that Arsenal are considering John Stones, 32-year-old, as a short-term free transfer if William Saliba's injury proves to be serious. Stones and his representatives will weigh up his options now, with interest in him understood to be in England and abroad. Now, William Saliba, I think, played like 20 minutes in the World Cup semi-final as France played against Spain. In those minutes, when William Saliba was on the pitch, I tell you, a lot of respect was given to France by a team known as Spain, though Digne had obviously gone ahead to obviously put in a foul to obviously see to it that Spain scored the first goal through a penalty. But even though it was like that, respect was hugely there. Respect was hugely commanded, I tell you. But at the end of it all, we saw to it that Saliba went ahead to obviously get injured. And when Saliba went ahead to obviously get injured, do you know what happened? You guys, do you know what happened? A lot of things went ahead to happen, and it indeed resulted into Spain attacking a team known as France, left, right, and center. You remember? So everyone was like, let's wait and see what kind of injury it's really gonna be. And now we are told that it's a back injury and Saliba needs to be 5 to 6 months out. Now, if this has been really seen, then you have to obviously come and really do this story for the club of Arsenal, especially in that position, especially the central defense. And Saliba has been playing as a right-sided centre-back. For John Stones, I don't think that he's the right solution, though he's a very good defender. Bring in experience. Before I tell you the shortcomings of bringing in this guy, let's obviously break down what this guy brings in the club of Arsenal. First and foremost, he brings in what we call experience, right? Experience as a defender, a Premier League winning defender. Ever since he signed for City, he has gone ahead to win very many trophies. No one doubts that, and no one stands in the way of that truth, I tell you. Because when he has been at City, he has won the Champions League. He has won, I think, the FIFA Club World Cup. He has won every trophy at what we call the club level that you need to win. And if you're John Stones, you'd like to try it out at Arsenal. And John Stones can play as a right back. He can play as a right-sided centre-back. John Stones can play as a midfielder. And John Stones is a goal-scoring defender through long shots and through set pieces. So he's a leader, and if he comes in through the club of Arsenal, his experience will obviously be vastly needed. And I want to let you know that The club of Arsenal, to change the mentality of the players there, do you know what they did? It changed when they brought in two Man City players, Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko, meaning that their winning mentality levels are really high. Now, what do you do if at all you Arsenal? You can get him on a short term and see to it that all goes on well as planned. And with Arsenal losing their first with their first final in the Champions League for 2 decades plus, for the very first time either for you, I think getting in a John Stones helps you, because even Man City, before I think they won the Champions League in the season of 2020, is it 2023, 2024? Obviously, Man City lost to Liverpool, to Chelsea in 2021, and John Stones was there and he was actively playing. So you're bringing a player who knows the experience of how to bounce back and obviously win a Champions League in there for you, because they later went ahead to win a Champions League, I think 2 years later. 2023, it was Man City's year, we all admit. So no one can come out here and obviously not be excited for the signing of John Stones. But his shortcomings are, he's an injury-prone player. If you go on his injury record last season, he has been out for a very long period of time. He has gone ahead to miss out on very many games. You understand? Because if I look at his injury, let's go. Injury history. In the previous 2 seasons, I think it hasn't been good, and I don't know exactly what has befallen this mighty guy, because I tell you, he's a very good player. When you look at last season, because it started around August 2025. By the way, he got a hamstring injury in 2025, 19 February, and it kept him out for 94 days. Those are 3 months, meaning that he returned in May. Then he got injured in September 15th, 2025, just days in there for you, into the start of the season, and he missed out on 67 days out. He missed out on 18 games. Then, he first got, let's see here. Now, in the season of 2025-2026, he first missed out on 3 games with a muscle injury. Then he missed out on 18 games with a thigh injury and a calf injury that kept him out for 21 days. And that saw him be out until April 17th, 2026. Now, what is the season of Arsenal like? The season of Arsenal is like how many games? That is it. 38 in the Premier League, right? 13. How many are they? Because Arsenal played 8 games, right? In the group stage, in the starting stages of the Champions League. They went to the round of 16. Those are 10. Round of 8, 12. Round of 4. Those are 14. 15 games, right? So 15 plus 38, those are 53 games. You add on the Carabao Cup games, FA Cup games. That means Arsenal can go in for like 65 games a season. So if John Stones averages 25 games out, that means you'll be having him for 40 games. And I think if John Stones can give Arsenal 40 games a season, it can work all well out for the club of Arsenal. Not so? Let's wait and see how that pans out, especially for the club of Arsenal. But they've gone ahead, obviously raise up their hand to sign a player known as John Stones, a player that I do love. He's a very beautiful player. And Arsenal has now gone ahead to obviously say, all right, Man City doesn't want to sell us their players who are still tied on contracts with them. Let's obviously go all out for those players who have gone ahead to see their contracts run down. And I know John Stones will be one of those players that will transform that side of us, and I 100% believe that, if at all he's available. And if Saliba is going to be out for 6 months, that means half of the season, William Saliba is not going to be available. So what do? Obviously, you go ahead and bring in a player who can help you patch up, as this guy comes in through. And I think that is really a very good move for the club of Arsenal, because if you bring in a player who is not a John Stones kind of player, it might really confuse Mikel Arteta to a certain level. But as we speak right now, the world knows exactly what is happening at the club of Arsenal. They need a John Stones kind of player to come in through patch up. And if at all he really looks fit, he can obviously do the needful in there for you for the club of Arsenal for some particular period of time. He can play as a right back. He can play in the midfield. He can also play in the center back. He can also play as a left back in there for you. So I want to know your thoughts onto Arsenal going in for John Stones. Spain lineup is out for the World Cup. They've gone in for a 4-1-2-3 system. Unai Simon, right? Pedro Porro is the right back. Cucurella, left back. Laporte, left-sided centre back. Kubasi, right-sided centre back. Rodri. Rodri will be played in what we call the CDM, single pivot. Dan Olmo and Fabian Ruiz will play as the number 10s. Lamine Yamal, right forward. Baena, left forward. Oyarzabal will be leading the line for the side of Spain. In there for you. Let's go to the side of Argentina. Argentina do have the following, right? Emiliano Martinez in goal. They've gone in for a 4-4-2 system in there for you. And it's Montiel as the right back, Tagliafico left back, Lisandro Martinez and Cristiano Romero in the central defense. Lisandro Martinez playing on the left side of the central defense, and Romero playing on the right side of the central defense. So Lisandro Martinez playing on the left side of the central defense, and Cristiano Romero playing on the right side of the central defense. McAllister and Enzo Fernandez in double pivot. Rodrigo de Paul will be playing as a right winger, and Gonzalez has gone here to start as a left winger in there for you. Then Lionel Messi and Julian Alvarez are leading the line. But I believe they're obviously going to be playing a diamond. And before I get into this game, I had to read about the 4-4-2. Why is the 4-4-2 one of the systems that many managers are really wanting to use right now, especially the manager of Argentina? Because he knows to it that this is the best formation to compact up, like to do a compact block. If at all you are really trying to do a compact block against a team like Spain, it attacks well in numbers, and it also reforms on well. That is it for the World Cup. So your predictions are welcome in the comment section. But I do think that Spain are favorites to win, but Argentina can also come up and obviously shock the world and really win it, because Lionel Messi is Lionel Messi. Therefore, Enzo Fernandez is in fine form. Julian Alvarez, in the previous 3 games that led Argentina to the final, he has been one of the biggest starters. That's why you see to it that he is now starting ahead of Lautaro Martinez. I think the transfer, his transfer from Atletico Madrid that is really pending, has been a huge contributor. Rokani David is my name. We sign out for now. See you later. Second video of the day. We came in here earlier and we did a live, and now this is an upload, and now we are heading to the World Cup final in New Jersey, and that is New York.